King Cenat just made the riskiest decision in hip-hop right now, and it has the internet in a complete meltdown. During a live stream that was supposed to be relaxed, Kai dropped a 5-word bombshell that shocked his fans and started a full-scale social media war. All he said was, "I'm not going to lie, Kendrick, boom," and Reddit turned into a civil war zone. Even other streamers and real rappers began taking sides, but nobody realized that this wasn't a casual opinion. People are going crazy over Kai's decision because it was the result of a secret conversation, a direct message leak, and one mysterious emoji from Drake himself. Wait until you hear who should unfollow Kai after this moment. Spoiler, you know. You follow them, and they're not happy. This isn't just a preference. This is the world's biggest streamer choosing between two rap gods. And the worst part is that you're going to learn why. Kai's 5-word opinion might have just changed the rap power dynamic forever. The rap Cold War between Kendrick Lamar and Drake has been simmering for over 10 years. It began subtly at the 2013 Control verse, when Kendrick named names, shook the game, and low-key told everyone, "I'm coming for your spot." This was the favorite artist of Gen Z entertainment. And he walked right into a 10-year war between two hip-hop titans who were already one diss track away from throwing hands. Observe that Drake retaliated with subliminals, to which Kendrick replied in interviews. Every featured verse turned into a battleground. Every album was examined for shots, and then there was radio silence for years. The two titans maintained their distance from one another, each becoming a legendary figure. Drake, the pop rap machine, the Billboard chart killer, the certified lover boy, and Kendrick, the Pulitzer Prize-winning poet, the conscious assassin, and the reclusive king. However, fans kept asking when they would finally face each other head-to-head. And they received their answer in 2024, when Kendrick, in that way, Lamar jumped on Future and Metro Boomin and said, "The big three. It's just big me. Boom. The gloves. We're off." Drake clapped back. And Kendrick nuked him with Euphoria and 616 in LA. Drake responded with push-ups and Family Matters. And then Kendrick dropped, "Not like us, K." Suddenly, this wasn't just a rap feud. It was cultural warfare, and fans, celebrities, and even NBA players began taking sides. Let's talk about Kai Cenat now. When the rap feud resurfaced earlier this year, Kai remained silent and streamed reactions to the diss tracks, laughing, making memes, and making impressions, but he never took sides. He is the most popular personality on the internet, drawing millions of viewers per stream and locking in collaborations with rappers, athletes, A-list celebrities, and more. He has performed skits with 21 Savage, been FaceTimed by Lil Baby, brought in Nicki Minaj on stream, and even had Drake himself enter his chat before. Up until this point, the build-up to the vomit began like any other late-night stream. Kai was enjoying the chat, listening to music, and watching some clips of Kendrick's live performance of Not Like Us. Someone in the chat typed Drake or Kendrick, FR. Kai laughed, shrugged, and took a sip of his drink before he leaned into the microphone, paused for dramatic effect, and said the 5 words that exploded the timeline. "I'm not going to lie." The chat froze, and he laughed nervously, as if he had just piqued the biggest beehive on the internet. Then he doubled down. "You can be angry, but Kendrick cooked that man. The bars, the layers, and the disrespect that wasn't just a diss. That was art." At first, the response was mild, and the chat erupted with L-Take versus W-Take clips that began to appear on TikTok, and Reddit threads titled KAI finally picked a side. However, the internet broke when someone posted the clip on X, formerly Twitter, tagging it, "Kai just betrayed Drake live," and it received 1 million views in less than 2 hours. Drake then came out swinging, and this man was going to switch sides the moment Kendrick got hot. Even celebrities were caught in the crossfire when your favorite rapper's favorite streamer declared war. And the twist no one saw coming was that Kai didn't just say Kendrick's name. He said it immediately after liking a suspicious tweet after. Cenat casually said, "I'm not going to lie, Kendrick." Kai didn't even listen to the lyrics for real, but Kendrick fans crowned Kai a king. The chat exploded, but the clip was about to change everything. It spread like wildfire, cut, reshared, and memed into oblivion, and with one sentence, Kai had entered a war even the most neutral celebs had avoided. But what really sent the internet spiraling wasn't just what Kai said, 'twas what he liked. Just 15 minutes after the viral moment, users on X noticed that Kai had liked a tweet, a quote tweet of his own clip that said, "This is why Kendrick doesn't need billboards." His bars wait, ... Was that a direct shot at Drake's notorious promo tactics? You know, the billboards, the fake radio interviews, the OVO tactics, and the tanks the internet now mocks fans instantly with it. Oh, now Kai's throwing shots, he really says. Drake got to do stunts while Kendrick just spits. Liking this tweet is low-key more disrespectful than what he said. Just as the dust was beginning to settle, Tra entered the chat, not with a tweet or a lyric, but let that sink in. Drake, the master of subliminals, posted a snake emoji on Instagram with a single cryptic story, a black screen, one word noted, and one emoji. Immediately after Kai's clip went viral, fans realized that it was a coincidence and that Drake was calling Kai a snake. Drake felt betrayed, and the comments under his post were a mess. You had this man on your stream, and now? He chose KD. He liked your music until Kendrick rapped like a nuke hit OVO. Drake was battling for his life on IGR. But that wasn't even the most shocking part, because the betrayal didn't end there. A fan discovered something that made the Kai community stop breathing. Auden Ross unfollowed Cenat. Hold on, Auden Ross and Kai are more than just collaborators. They're more than just content. Bruss and his family were streaming, thick as thieves, pulling crazy crossover numbers, doing wild skits together, and even calling each other brothers live on air. The drama erupted instantly when they unfollowed each other. Nobody knew for sure until Aiden Ross went live. Auden launched a surprise stream titled "Just Hours After the Unfollow," and while he didn't name names, the message was clear. Look, man, I rock with a lot of people, but there's a civil war. If it's with Drake and Kaz with Kendrick, Ed began speculating immediately. Was Aiden supporting Drake? Was this about Kaz's comment, or was there something deeper? Did Aiden feel disrespected by Kai's sudden decision to enter the most volatile moment in hip-hop? He sipped from a pink Prime bottle and looked directly into the camera. I'm saying that some people forget who gave EM a platform, helped him rise, and brought him into rooms he wasn't in before. But it's cool. The shade wasn't just thrown. It was delivered by hand. Fans in the chat were going crazy because he was talking about Kai. Wait, is Aiden hinting that Drake made Kai hot? Aiden is choosing OVO over AMP, which is confirmed. Just as the chat started to flood the screen, Aiden and Kai switched up As the tension reached a breaking point, Kai's response was one word. One word, y'all funny. The camera froze, and he abruptly ended the stream. However, the damage had already been done. YouTubers were posting 10-minute breakdowns. Twitter threads were analyzing frame-brain Kai's reaction. TikTokers were uploading dramatized reenactments. With violin music, and Instagram meme pages were posting Kai selecting Kendrick. In the midst of all of this, a mysterious insider posted on Reddit claiming that a major art of someone in Sutuk's top 5 contacts was planning to publicly call out Kai on an upcoming single. A one comment on that thread stated that if Kai gets his name dropped in a diss track, the entire generation of the internet will break. And the scariest part is that it might be exactly what's coming next. The feud was no longer about Kendrick versus Drake, but rather Kai versus Auden. Kai versus OVO streamers versus rappers. Of DM leaks at 3:12 a.m. Twitter user @InsiderTTV shared screenshots purportedly from a group chat between Twitch executive Kai Cenat and a close friend of The message was straightforward but deadly. Tell Kai to calm down before he is excluded from some rooms he used to enter. The time-stamped group chat was called Summer Rollout, and it had no context or jargon. But the words were obviously a warning, and fans went crazy, proving it was Kai's industry. Invites were revoked. Bro, I was blacklisted because of a Kendrick take. Who is this person in the group chat? Is it someone from OVO? The account claimed that screenshots were sent anonymously by someone who had visited those rooms. And within 15 minutes, the tweet had over 180K views. An hour later, it was removed, but by then, it had already been reposted, screen recorded, turned into memes, and examined by content creators on 6 platforms, including Twitch in the crossfire. At that point, conspiracy theories began to circulate, which is why Twitch began trending. Flying like crazy Twitch is afraid that Kai will become too powerful. Aki picked the wrong side. Drake has ties to Twitch. Are you aware that Drake was supposed to do a stream with Kai this summer? Then a Twitch community manager tweeted and then deleted this, saying that streamers should avoid getting involved in rap feuds unless they're prepared for smoke offline. The tweet didn't tag anyone, but fans were able to piece it together. For 3 seconds, they were warning Kai about how Kendrick was doing. Lamo Twitch tried to silence Kai after cooking Drake and getting streamers suspended. Now, YE #ProtectKai was trending. Fan pages began posting lengthy threads about how Twitch uses streamers for influence, but shuts them down the moment they voice their opinions, and Twitch goes silent. However, the real twist came from Kendrick's camp. Kendrick's team responds. Subtly, but lethal, and 10:42 a.m. The hip-hop fan site @Rap Daily Buzz shared a video of Kai's viral moment with the caption, "Streamer Kisa Note." Kendrick over Drake was straightforward, but on the day of the freebie, Lung, Kendrick's longtime manager and co-founder of PG, liked the post. That's right, there was no comment or quote, just a like, and fans cried out, "Pillong just co-signed Kai. He's officially Kendrick's guy now." You all thought Kai was just reacting for content. He's part of the movement. Even Kai's fans started leaning into the chaos. A parody account shared a phony but viral direct message exchange between Kendrick and Kai that said, "Cat, I see you. Lil bro, appreciate the real Kai, not like us FR. The vibe is genuine, even if it was obviously phony." After the unfollow and Auden's dubious stream, you would think that things would settle down, but instead, someone in Den's camp leaked a voice recording from what appeared to be a Discord call in which Auden was venting to a mutual friend. He could have simply kept it neutral, which is what a true friend would have done. You don't start a war that isn't yours, especially when your people are still providing for you. The audio, which implied that Drake had assisted Kai behind the scenes, went viral on Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube, and was captioned and dissected. Fans were now divided once more over whether Kai owed Drake loyalty or if he was just being honest and acting as though he made Kai. This isn't about rap, but rather about power and pride. Meanwhile, the studios are watching as a huge report from The New York Times claimed that Drake was working on a final track in the Beef Sagas, which was described as addresses a well-known internet personality who bit the hand that fed him. Who else could that be? Comment sections would be immediately flooded with Kai. I hope he doesn't get name-dropped. Imagine Drake going on beat and saying, "My name ripped from Twitch," to a diss track. This generation different, and then one. Last curveball hit Twitch's homepage, temporarily removing Kai from the top creators carousel. Was it a glitch? Was it a warning? Or was it a warning? No one knew, but fans began stifling Kai on Twitch's social media. And now you chose Drake. Bigger than music now, and as the drama reached a breaking point, Kai-san stopped tweeting, posting numbers, streaming, and doing anything else. The man who goes live almost every day vanished, and the silence was louder than a diss track because now everyone is waiting on Kai, not just Drake. You could actually feel the division taking place in real time. As the Kendrick versus Drake feud was no longer just about two rappers. It had evolved into a tribal war of online factions, and no one was using nice social media. It's funny how you all love Kai until he disagrees with your favorite rapper. Drake made Kai bite the hand. Loyalty is greater than clout. Kendrick gave bars, Drake gave IG captions. In the next case, some fans even started posting reaction videos to other reaction videos just to argue on TikTok. Explosives fans declare War XWA's Ground Zero for the meltdown. Two hashtags started trending simultaneously. Hashtag Kai chose right and hashtag OVO overall, and fans were going scorched earth. It featured split screens comparing Kai's energy during Drake vs. Kendrick. Diss, sis. Full soap opera dramatic edits of his reaction, with opera music, and a viral video with over 7.6 million views that showed Kai laughing at Family Matters, while remaining silent during the "Not Like Us" caption. This man knew who the true issue was, but the real chaos began when streamers began taking sides. One of Kai's closest friends went live and took on the drama head-on. "I'm going to keep it a stack, and I don't care who unfollows or who bars." Higher than the buddy system. His chat went crazy, and his team, the KFO boys, were crying and furious. But that wasn't all. Speed, who was known for avoiding drama, gave a wild take on Drake the GOAT IDC. "What do you guys think?" Kai was calling Kendrick boring, and the comments quickly turned toxic. "This is how you talk," and even smaller creators began. A rumored leaked AMP group chat screenshot that purportedly showed AMP Phantom typing "bro" really started a war from one point of view. But there were also rumors that brands were keeping a close eye on things. One posted direct message from a brand partnership manager purportedly stated, "We need to pause Kai's segment until this settles. We don't want to be seen as taking sides in the beef." Perception and reality are equivalent, regardless of whether it was actual or not. Drake's camp was less subtle. One of Drake's regular producers, Gree Y, shared a blurry photo of a snake wrapped around a speaker with the caption, "Sometimes the quietest ones scream the loudest lies." Conversely, Kendrick's circle remained silent, with no official comment. Or Instagram post, just a few likes and a lot of watching. Everyone was aware that it was about Kai, and the harsh comments made you all angry. A streamer revealed the truth about Kai. DJ Academics even got in, saying on stream Kai might have messed up the biggest bag of his life. You know how this industry works. Loyalty matters. One wrong move, and these rappers will act like you don't exist. I can't wait for Drake to beat him up after being dissed on a platinum album. Then he dropped the quote that lit the comment section on fire. "Drake, don't forget, he doesn't forgive." Suddenly, fans weren't just asking who was right. They were asking, is Kai's career in danger? Before the merch war began, fans in NYC and LA started holding spontaneous gatherings, literally pulling up in Kendrick vs. Drake shirts and arguing in public parks. One video showed a group of Kai fans waving PG Long signs in Times Square, while another from LA showed someone wearing an OO hoodie shouting at a Kendrick fan outside a sneaker store. Within a day, 2 viral designs were released. And I'm with Kai. The Bit the Hand shirt had over 12,000 orders, and the one vendor pocketed $97,000 in 2 days on the first weekend. while Kai remained completely silent, no tweets, no streams. Just a mysterious Instagram story with the words, "Y'all still watching, huh?" With the emoji, the views and subscribers suddenly increased once more. And people began to realize that this was more than just drama. This was content, and Cenat may have just played the entire industry. Just when you thought it couldn't. Get any wilder, a snippet leaked, and not just any, a 19-second audio clip. Low quality and fuzzy, but unmistakably Drake, was attached. It was a snippet of 2 Drake tracks that no one had heard before, one with A and one that was obviously directed at someone who wasn't a rapper. The leak came from a Burner X account called 6God Stash, which had no followers or profile picture. "You wanted the unreleased joint, so here it is, you're welcome." He says, "Made you hot on my stream. Then you switched for some clicks. You duck in the bricks, I gave you the alley, and now you're capping in for the net." I can't remember who wrote the check, but everyone knew he was talking about Kai. The response was instantaneous. "No, Drake is dissing streamers." He actually said. Kai went viral off him. Ovo got bars for influencers. This is peak internet. Then, the most unsettling part of all was that the tweet was removed after 6 minutes. But not by the user, according to users who attempted to re-upload the clip. Drake's label this indicates that the track is real and that the call that changed everything is coming. That same night, a leaked voicemail purportedly from a label representative to a popular music content creator who had reposted the clip appeared on Reddit, said, "Hey, friendly heads up. If you're reposting any of the leaked audio, we'll have to issue takedowns. Also, we'd appreciate it if you don't mention Kai by name in the context of the track until the official release. Thanks." To put it another way, they are actually in control of the rollout, and Kai is now a target in a multi-million-dollar public relations campaign. The label is preparing for war, and Kai is the bait and the final betrayal. But just when fans thought the storm was about to blow over, the biggest betrayal came like a guillotine. A private text thread purportedly between Cenat and an AMP member was leaked to a Discord server. The name was blurred, but the messages were clear. "Kai, do you really think I picked a side for clout redacted? You don't have to say it live. You knew what that would do, Kai. I kept it real, and I'm not built for fake peace redacted, which is why you're going to lose more than a sub count. Wait. The real story wasn't Kai versus Drake, but Kai versus everyone." The cliffhanger that rocked the internet was when a 35-second black and white teaser trailer appeared on Kai's YouTube the following morning. It featured a studio microphone behind him, a hoodie up, and the words "You made me famous" with an asterisk and no caption. Someone from his own circle was threatening consequences, and the comments went crazy. They were turning on each other. This isn't a beef anymore. It's a battle. For the culture and Kai. Cool, but remember that I made you viral too. Cut to Black Episode 2 is coming soon. The internet is broken, and you think it's over, but it's just getting started. The questions are endless. Will Drake name-drop Kai in the next disc? Will Twitch distance themselves from the streamer they helped crown? Will AMP survive this tension, or will someone finally speak out? What does Kendrick think of all of this? Is he quietly moving his next chess piece? He is in the crossfire. So we must now ask, did Cenat just ruin his career and start a revolution? Or was this just a hot take gone wrong? Or was this the moment a streamer finally stood up to the music industry machine? More importantly, whose side are you on? Did Kai just be himself? Or did he go too far by taking sides in the middle of rap's most dangerous beef? Drake's subliminal despair game, or are they quietly pulling strings behind the scenes? If Drake names Kai in a diss track, is that a huge L or a W? If you're here for the drama, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next twist. We have exclusive messages, leaked calls, and possibly even a surprise reaction from someone inside OO. This story is far from over, and Kai's next dream could blow this up. To hear from the Kendrick defenders, Drake stans, Amtruthers, Twitch watchdogs, and streamer loyalists, your hottest takes might just be featured in the second episode. Once more, and Drake's upcoming song might make him the first streamer to receive featured on a billboard.